The Gambia Armed Forces, under the leadership of the Chief of Defense Staff, General Yankuba A. Drame, received a high-powered delegation from Bangladesh, led by their Chief of Army Staff, General Sheikh Mohammed Safiuddin Ahmed, for a state working visit. The visit is geared towards assessing GAF's readiness for a possible co-deployment with Bangladesh counterparts to the United Nations peacekeeping operations mission. It could be recalled that in February 2023, the Commander-in-Chief of the Gambia Armed Forces, His Excellency Adama Barrow, gave a directive of a team led by the Honorable Minister of Foreign Affairs, International Cooperation and Gambians Abroad, Dr. Momodou Tangara, accompanied by the Honorable Minister of Defense, Serigne Modou Njie, Army chiefs and other senior government officials, embarked on an official visit to the People's Republic of Bangladesh and paid a courtesy call to the Honorable Prime Minister, Her Excellency Sheikh Hasina. Speaking to the media after a closed-door meeting, the Director of Peacekeeping Operations at the Defense Headquarters, Alhaji Sane, gave an overview of the visit and how optimistic he is of the outcome of the meeting.
We are here to conduct an assessment and to also do, if I may call it, a feasibility, to see the level of training and the level of preparedness of the Gambia Armed Forces in terms of equipment and also training. So they arrived a day before, and we have held several discussions, and we are going to continue at the technical level to discuss so that we will map out a project that is going to be hitch-free and in terms of our deployment to a United Nations peacekeeping. Considering that we have also, though we have similarities in culture, but we also know that, of course, military culture is the same, given that we were all British colonies. We have the same doctrine, military doctrine, or similar, if I may say it this way. But cultural-wise, also, we have similarities, being that Bangladesh and the Gambia are more than 90% Muslims. So we are going to look at other details to work out these details, and this is going to start from today until the time they will leave the country. This is why they are here, and we are very optimistic that the outcome of this meeting is going to be positive and eventually lead for a deployment for the Gambia Armed Forces to a United Nations mission.
Serigne Modou Njie, the Minister of Defense, also said that they are happy as a country to engage with Bangladesh and thanked the President for the support he continued to accord to the Gambia Armed Forces.
What we are witnessing here today is the return visit of the Chief of Army Staff with his technical team that are currently in the country to work with the Gambian side to complete all the arrangements and the modalities with respect to this co-deployment initiative. We are happy as a country to engage Bangladesh, and we want to take this opportunity to express our profound thanks and appreciation to His Excellency, the President of the Republic, President Barrow, and Commander-in-Chief, for his visionary leadership, and also to thank him for the leadership and the support that he has been according to the armed forces, especially when it comes to peacekeeping operations.
The delegation then visited the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Momodou Tangara. Speaking to the media, Dr. Tangara also said,
well, thank you very much. I was sent as I led a delegation of the Gambia to Bangladesh on behalf of His Excellency, the President of the Republic and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Gambia, to discuss a number of issues. Already with Bangladesh, we work hand in glove when it comes to the Rohingya issues at the level of the ICJ. But beyond that, we wanted to explore something very original. It's a tripartite agreement, it's kind of triangulation between the Gambia Armed Forces and the Armed Forces of Bangladesh. And today we are delighted and honored to receive the Chief of Defense Staff of Bangladesh, which is one of the first, if not the first, troop contributing countries in the world. So we want to see how best our armed forces can cooperate with them in the area of peacekeeping operation. The Gambia, though small, we are also a major troop contributing country. And you take it You go by the size, we are one of the best, and we have very dedicated men and women who have served in many missions with a lot of honor and dignity. So we are looking forward to a very fruitful cooperation between the armed forces of Bangladesh and the armed forces of the Gambia at the United Nations.
The last place to be visited by the delegation was at the National Assembly, where they met the members of the Select Committee on Defense. As usual, after a closed-door discussion, the Deputy Speaker of the Assembly, who is also the chair of the Defense Committee, Sidi Njai, said the relationship established between the two armed forces will only add value to the membership of the Gambia Armed Forces.
Yes, we are impressed that the Gambian forces and the Bangladeshi armed forces are establishing a very good and cordial relationship that will only add value to the membership of the Gambian armed forces. And we are pleased to receive the Chief of Army Staff of the Bangladeshi, General Ahmad Sofiuddin Ahmad, and to build and strengthen cooperation between the two armed forces in the context of South-South cooperation and also security and defense matters.
For his part, the Chief of the Army Staff of Bangladesh Armed Forces, General Sheikh Mohammed Sofiuddin, said their visit to the Gambia is to make an assessment of the Army in their future collaboration in co-deployment in UN peacekeeping mission.
As you said already, that this visit is follow-up of so many actions that have taken before. And I am really today present here to make an assessment about the Gambian armed forces, how best we can collaborate in our future co-deployment in UN peacekeeping operations. So far I have interacted with the leadership of the defense forces and the Honorable Defense Minister, Honorable Foreign Minister, and just we finished with the meeting with the Standing Committee of the Parliamentary Defense and Security Issues. I am quite happy so far I have seen, and I am quite sanguine that probably we will be able to work together. And the assessment, the technical team we have, they will continue to make their assessment, physically seeing different capabilities. But as of now, I am quite confident. And since Bangladesh Armed Forces attaches great importance in collaborating together, as the Honorable was mentioning, that it will help only in our capability building. And every time we share each other's capability learning, it only helps. And the peacekeeping operation is an area where you need interdependency. And nothing could be better than having interdependency on an issue where you are contributing for global peace and stability. So we are looking forward, and so far I am very happy.
The Gambia has been a consistent contributor of the UN peacekeeping mission since independence and continue to show solidarity with the people living in conflict, especially in the African continent. They provide personnel to numerous UN peacekeeping operations including Afghanistan, Angola, Burundi, the Central African Republic, Sierra Leone, and a host of others. Aissatou Koli, Gambian Talents TV.